I, uh, I feel like this is something that needs to be said. You know, I've been playing this game since I was like about 9 years old. And you know what? I always like to revisit it. Even when I get bored of the game, I can never truly let it go. Alright? And recently, I wanted to get back into the flow on pre recording more parts of my playthrough here in Wizard 101. And while doing so, when I was trying to have a look at the game again, I was on the phone with my girlfriend. And we were just talking about Wizard 101, waiting for the game to load up. It's been a little while since I opened it, probably like a year or something. I know the last time I opened it up was when my last episode of the playthrough came out. So, a lot can happen during like almost the year gap between me releasing more parts of the playthrough, and I'm not surprised by it. And you know what? A lot of the changes that they made to the game, I don't mind, and I can totally understand. Even, I'm not sure if it's going to show up immediately. So, there's a setting down here called Classic Mode. When you have it activated, the graphics will kind of look like how it is all around me. These were the graphics that the game came out in back in like 2008, 2009. And one of the updates, which I mean, let's see if we could actually change something here. Classic mode has been disabled. What? Please leave the dungeon. What? Okay, for some reason I have to leave my house if I want to view it. Alright, so I found the space that is the perfect example to have a look at. Alright, this is the... I forgot the name of tree. I think it's Bertram or something. I don't know. But here's the tree that you enter when you get through the realm door. Anyone who's played the game, or anyone who's been playing the game as long as I have, is very familiar with this room, and could also look at this room and say, "Oh yeah, this is a quite nostalgic room." That is how it looked like when the game originally came out, and to put that in perspective, they updated it, and here's how it looks now. So they've been going through all the worlds and updating the graphics. And you know what? I personally prefer the older style graphics, but at the same time, I get the reason why they're updating the graphics. But if anything, in the end, I'm just glad that they're at least giving us the option if we would rather play with the old style or the new style. So frankly, you know, I don't really mind these graphic changes, and frankly, that's not really the whole reason why I'm making this video. Alright? Because I opened the game, and I'm greeted with something that made me very uncomfortable, and it'll probably make you uncomfortable too, especially if you were playing the game as long as I have. What the fuck? All of them. Their faces. I do not like their faces. As soon as I opened the game, I was greeted to their faces. I was totally fine with like the updated graphics on the clothing. I had no problem with that, and frankly, I actually like how the new clothing looks. But it's the faces. These faces really just make me uncomfortable. Why can't we just have the nostalgic face? Now, also, you guys may be watching this and probably thinking to yourselves, "Oh, but, you know, don't worry, because if you put it back in classic mode, shouldn't their faces go back to normal?" Well, you know what, let's have a look at that. Alright, so here, look, we're not in classic mode, here's the face, okay? We're about to head back to the settings. We're going to turn classic mode back on. You know, we have the old graphics. The face stays. This is not a joke. They got rid of the old faces. I have no idea if there's a way to bring it back, or if it's, like, gone forever. But if anything, now this just makes me curious, because I know there's a spot where you can go if you want to re-customize your wizard. I want to see if the other faces at least made improvements, or if they're just as bad. Because now I'm actually genuinely getting pretty curious. Oh, so you could change them. Okay. So, it's not you change the whole face. 'Cause, I mean, obviously, like, they added more cosmetics to choose from. But when you originally started off the game, the face that you have right here, it was always the eye shape, the nose shape, and the mouth shape, or like all a bundle. So now you could actually pick stuff individually, which I mean, okay, I guess, that's totally fine. I mean, I guess you can make your character look less freaky.
You love it. I do.
I don't. I mean, a lot of these aren't so bad.
Above.
Maybe I'm just looking also at these with like nostalgia goggles. You can make your character look a lot less grotesque. It's just, I feel like people have to agree with me though, this seems a little nerve-wracking when you get into your game and you see this face right here. It just looks kind of creepy. It looks like a grown man with a baby face, and I feel like I can't be the only one that feels the same way. I mean, if anything, when I do resume my playthrough, I guess we're just gonna have an episode where we get to fix up the playthrough wizard, because I would rather not continue to play the game with his face looking like that, because frankly, I don't want to be irritated every time I get sucked into a battle, or just having to look in his face in general. But yeah, here we go. Oh, the squint. Oh, the way how he squints does not look right. Okay. You know what, I'm just gonna end the video, because the longer I look at it, the worse it gets.